Okay, welcome back to step 5, checking off and deleting tasks. Now, we're going to update and remove tasks. We're going to add some stuff to our task component, the option to check off and to delete tasks, and with event handlers. So again, I was wrong. This isn't really Meteor specific stuff. This is more React. There is some Meteor here, like the update method and the remove method, which do things to the database. But I think this is all going to eventually get taken out because when we work with methods here, with Meteor methods. So again, we're going to run through it fairly quickly. And then when we get to security with methods, lesson 9, it'll probably make a little more sense. So let's import the tasks collection into our tasks.jsx file. So we're going to go like that. And I'm just going to pretty much just copy paste all of this. We got a toggle checked method that's going to call update and set each one to checked when you want to cross one out. I think this will probably add like a little radio button or a checkbox of some sort. It's all down here. And then we're also going to add a delete task, which will remove the task based on its ID from the database. And we use class name, which is a CSS thing, to mark something as checked or not checked. And then down here, we're going to return the class name, task class name up here, which will determine if it's checked or not. And we're binding the button that it's creating. So it is a little button so that we can delete, and we're binding it to the context of this function up here. And we're also adding a checkbox to see if something is checked. So it's fairly simple. We're just going to copy paste, or actually I didn't put this one in yet, the two events. So let's do that right before our render method. We're going to paste these, and then we'll get rid of this. Cool, this looks pretty good. Let's fix it up a bit. You see in ES 2015, you don't need semicolons to finish off each function. Now what we got to do is return some of this markup. Boom, boom, boom. Formerly we were only returning the task text, which was this, but I just took that out, and we're going to return something entirely different. So this shouldn't have anything on it, or not. Let's see what happens here. See where this gets us. Okay, so everything looks fairly decent here. Turn class name. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, now I'm getting an error. Task class name is not defined. Okay. I think that probably has something to do with our CSS, maybe. Let's check out the CSS. No. Alright. Oh, duh. Because we haven't even defined that yet. So it's not really our CSS, that's a JavaScript thing. Let's close this. We want to add this. Oh, Christ. There we go. Give tasks a different class name when they're checked off so that we can style them nicely in CSS. So I think we were missing that right before our return statement. And let's go check it out now. And we should have something a little prettier. There we go. Now we've got a nice little checkbox. And we're getting a React error. I think it's regarding controlled versus non-controlled elements. Let's not worry about that now. And we can delete stuff as well with this little X. So boom, get rid of stuff. That all happens because of our remove call here, tasks.remove. When we click that, we're calling the delete this task button, or the delete this task function, which is right here. And it's removing each item. So super cool. Let's see what the Meteor guys have to say about it. In the code above, we call a task update to check off a task. The update function on a collection takes 2 arguments. The first is a selector. The second is an update parameter that specifies what should be done to the matched objects. Okay, so update, the first is a selector right here. The second is an update parameter that specifies what should be done. So that would be this right here. And what should be done is set checked to the opposite of this .props.task.checked. And then we're also doing the same with the remove, which takes one argument, a selector that determines which item to remove. So this just basically takes the dis.props.task ID and takes it out. So fairly straightforward. We're going to skip this section here, number 6, running on mobile, because we're not really going to worry about Cordova and stuff right now. And we're going to go straight to section 7. So I'll see you there.